What if one day you or someone you love became the target of endless bullying just for being called dumb?
We know you're the dumbest kid in the class, but did you hear the dumbest kid in the world?
What if every laugh, every whisper, and every cruel word
Not 9, Miss Williamson. He got none.
slowly built until you started believing it yourself?
I'm dumb, mother.
No, you ain't. You a smart boy.
This is the story of Ben, a young black boy who lived through that pain, day after day, alone and unheard. But when life pushed him to the edge, Ben discovered something powerful within himself, a strength that no one saw coming. His journey will touch your heart and remind you that even the most broken souls can rise stronger than ever.
Back in 1966, there was a young boy named Benny Carson who lived in Detroit. Benny was not very good at school, and this made his classmates laugh at him.
Benjamin, how many did you get right?
He got none.
One day, he got really angry and hit one of them in the head. This got his mother, Sonia Carson, called into the principal's office. After the meeting, Benny felt really sad. He felt like he was not smart.
I'm dumb, mother.
No, you ain't.
His mother, however, believed in him. She told him that he was not stupid, but very smart, and just needed to work harder. Still, she was worried. She did not want her sons, Ben and Curtis, to end up with jobs that they did not like because they didn't do well in school. To help Benny do better, Sonia started helping him with his schoolwork. This is when she found out that Benny was having trouble seeing.
Look at me. Can you tell me what them cereal boxes is on the shelf?
Not this far, can you?
She quickly got him glasses, which helped him do better in school.
You're doing much better.
Benny often felt that he was not as good as his classmates, but Sonia always told him to concentrate on his studies.
Oh, the world in here.
Benny's life changed when he went to a church service one Sunday. The pastor told a story about a brave doctor who helped poor people even though it was dangerous. This story really touched Benny and made him want to become a doctor who helps others.
Mother, I want to be a doctor. A missionary doctor, just like the one Pastor Ford told us about.
Sonia was dealing with a lot of personal troubles. She regularly visited a psychiatrist and told him about her hard life. She spent her childhood in foster care without a real family. At just 13, she married Carson. Later, she found out that Carson had another family that he hid from her. Despite their best efforts, their marriage fell apart and ended in divorce. Now, Sonia works multiple jobs, like cleaning and babysitting, to support her family. Sonia can't read or write, and this scares her. She's worried that her sons might end up facing the same challenges. She even tells her psychiatrist about her thoughts of ending her own life, which worries him. He suggests that she should spend some time in a hospital for her mental health. During dinner, Sonia tells her sons that she will have to be away for a few weeks. She doesn't tell them why, but urges them to concentrate on their schoolwork, for she believes that getting a good education is the best way to ensure a successful future for them. While Sonia is in the hospital, her son Benny keeps his promise to her. He starts working harder in school.
What's your score?
24 out of 25.
His hard work pays off when he receives his first A grade. When Sonia comes home from the hospital and Benny shows her his grade, she feels so proud of him.
I knew you could do it.
Later on, Sonia finds a new job. She starts cleaning Professor Burkett's house. The professor has many books, and seeing them makes Sonia interested in reading. She wants her children to love reading as well, so when she gets home, she tells her boys about a new rule. They will spend less time watching TV and more time at the library. She wants them to finish 2 books each week. Sonia strongly believes that a good education is the best way to ensure a successful future for her sons. At first, Sonia's sons Ben and Curtis don't like the new plan, but Sonia doesn't let their complaints stop her. She takes Ben to the library for the first time, and something surprising happens. Ben starts to enjoy reading. He even starts reading books to Sonia. This newfound love for reading helps him learn more and improve his grades at school.
Agriculture. A-G-R-I-C-U-L-T-U-R.
In school, Ben started showing an unexpected interest in reading, which left everyone, including his teachers, astonished. One day, Ben's knowledge about stones intrigued one of his teachers,
I see you after class.
who then gave him the privilege of examining rock samples through a microscope. This was a whole new exciting world for Ben. Over a period of time, Ben's hard work and dedication started to pay off. His grades improved significantly, and he became a high achiever in his school. In the meantime, his mother Sonia also started her reading journey under the guidance of Professor Burkett. Reading opened up new doors for Ben and his brother, who soon found themselves learning a lot about different things. They started acing quizzes, finally realizing how crucial reading was. Ben's academic performance peaked when he reached 8th grade as he received the highest academic award. It was a testament to his firm belief that he could accomplish anything he set his mind to. However, this moment of joy was short-lived. During the awards ceremony, a teacher treated him differently because of his racial background.
Benjamin is a boy of color. There's no reason you shouldn't have done better than him. What's wrong with you kids?
This incident led Sonia to use all her savings to move her sons to Chicago, hoping for a better environment. Upon reaching high school in Chicago, Ben faced challenges of a different kind.
You heard what Goodwill did with all the clothes so old and so ugly even the winos.
He was mocked for wearing old, worn-out clothes. He asked Sonia for new clothes, but their financial situation didn't allow for it. During this tough time, Ben stood up against a bully named Carl at school, showing courage.
Yeah, because it smelled so bad, it killed all the bugs that was breeding inside of it.
They was breeding because your mama wore it.
This act of bravery won him Carl's friendship. However, this newfound friendship soon led Ben astray. Carl gave Ben a knife, pushing him towards a dangerous path. When Ben returned home one day, he found that Sonia had somehow managed to get him new clothes. He didn't like the clothes and even considered using the knife. The next day, Ben refused to wear the new clothes, resulting in a heated argument with Sonia. Overcome with rage, he tried to attack his own mother with a hammer. Luckily, his brother Curtis intervened and stopped him. As time passed, Ben's anger issues worsened. One day, he got into a brawl with Carl and stabbed him in the stomach. Carl survived the incident, but this event served as a wake-up call for Ben. Ben came home one day and understood that his anger might get him into serious problems. He prayed for peace and control over his anger. Fast forward 4 years, Ben is studying medicine at Yale University with a special interest in the human brain. He decides he wants to be a brain surgeon. When he shares his dream with Sonia, she backs him up, telling him he can do whatever he sets his mind to. Even though he got into Yale on a scholarship, keeping up with his grades is tough. His girlfriend Candy suggests that he should use his reading skills more than depending on lectures.
Reading. I'm good at reading.
Ben loves this idea and puts all his time into reading and understanding chemistry. After months of hard work, Ben gets an A on his exam. He thanks Candy for her advice and asks her to marry him. After finishing his degree, Ben goes for a surgery interview at Johns Hopkins. His knowledge and enthusiasm impress the doctor, and he gets a spot at the hospital he's always dreamed of. Ben starts working with the goal to help people, and he loves his job. One day, a seriously hurt patient comes to the hospital with no senior brain surgeons around. Ben bravely decides to do the surgery by himself. Even though the surgery is successful, the doctor isn't happy that Ben didn't follow the rules. Still, the doctor respects Ben for choosing to save a life instead of worrying about his job. This is the beginning of Ben's great career in medicine. By 1985, Ben becomes the head of child brain surgery at Johns Hopkins. He handles tough cases successfully and has a happy life with his wife Candy.
She's seizing. Watch her see too.
A young girl named Cynthia has a serious problem. She gets really bad seizures. Ben looks at her case and thinks he can help by taking out the left side of her brain.
Sometimes they're so strong she doesn't recognize me.
There's an operation called a hemispherectomy. It involves removing the seizure-prone part of the brain.
He does this and it works. Ben becomes really good at this surgery and starts helping other patients too. His work gets lots of attention in the news.
How is this possible?
Brain's a miraculous organ.
In the meantime, Sonia's friend comes to visit and help out Candy, who is expecting twins. Unfortunately, Candy has a problem and starts bleeding a lot. She's rushed to the hospital where the doctors manage to save her, but sadly they can't save the twins. After she gets better, Sonia tells Ben he should go back to work because there are lots of other patients who need his help. When he gets back to work, a doctor tells him about twins in Germany who are stuck together and asks if he could help. Usually, such cases don't survive a surgery to separate them, but they want to try or else the kids won't have normal lives. Ben isn't sure, but he goes to Germany to meet the parents of the twins, Peter and Augusta. Augusta tells Ben she knew her twins were stuck together when she was pregnant, but couldn't end the pregnancy. Ben tells them that he might not be able to save both kids during surgery, but Peter begs him not to make them choose between their sons. When Ben checks the twins, he sees that they don't share important organs, but their brains are connected, which could cause trouble. Ben thinks he can separate their brains, but he's worried about the chance of them bleeding to death. Unsure and nervous about the risks, he decides to go back to the US and delay the surgery. At home, caring for his own boys, Ben starts thinking about two other children, the twins. The twins' parents were very anxious because their kids were in a difficult situation. After a lot of thought, Ben decided that he would perform a complex operation on the twins. He shared this decision with his boss, and once he got the go-ahead, he dived deep into research. He wanted to make sure he could make the operation safe for both twins. While he was studying, Ben thought about his own twins who he had lost in a tragic incident. He shared his feelings with his mom, Sonia. Sonia told him that he should go ahead with the surgery or he might regret it in the future. She made him believe that he was capable of anything. He could look beyond what was immediately visible.
You got all the world in here.
Having made up his mind, Ben started gathering a team. He wanted a mix of different types of doctors, including brain surgeons, plastic surgeons, anesthetists, and heart surgeons. He asked all of them to practice every single step of the operation to make sure they were ready. When the team had done all the initial preparation, he invited Peter, Augusta, and their twins to the hospital for the surgery. He explained to the parents that during the operation, they would have to stop the children's hearts to prevent them from losing too much blood when the doctors were rebuilding their veins after the twins had been separated. On the 5th of September, 1987, the medical team started this groundbreaking surgery. After 21 long, nerve-wracking hours, Ben finally managed to separate the twins. He was able to share the good news with the relieved parents.
Which child would you like to see first?
Despite everyone around him singing his praises, Ben humbly thanked his mother and his wife for always believing in him.
Goes for you too, Mother.
He didn't keep his accomplishment to himself, but openly shared it with everyone. In the end, the twins survived and were able to go back home to Germany where they still live today. This operation was just the beginning for Ben. He went on to successfully separate more conjoined twins thanks to the procedure he had developed. His pioneering work has led to the wide acceptance of a procedure called hemispherectomy, which involves removing half the brain to treat seizures. But Ben didn't stop there. Along with being a great surgeon, he and his wife Candy also started the Carson Scholarship Fund. This was their way of rewarding students who excel academically.